If you saw President Trump's 2026 State of the Union, you'll know that it was full of untruths and misleading statements, including on healthcare and your access to affordable medicine. Here are a couple examples and the facts to set them straight. President Trump said,
"I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before. Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. But I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere, the lowest price."
It's true that Americans pay the highest prices for prescription drugs in the world, but President Trump's actions are expected to have relatively little impact, and in fact, may insulate drug makers from demands from greater change, essentially serve as a distraction. The White House has cut a series of deals with drug makers that still haven't been published, secretive deals in which we don't know exactly which drugs are implicated, at what price, how those prices will be enforced, what will be the effect after Trump leaves office, and what we gave away in exchange for the deals that the drug companies signed. The White House deals revolve around tying Medicaid prices for some drugs to prices paid by other countries. But Medicaid patients won't see a benefit from this change. And in fact, there are concerns that states or taxpayers may even have to pay higher costs in some cases. In fact, Trump and Republicans' big ugly bill exempted from price negotiations some of the most expensive cancer medicines, a giveaway to drug corporations that will cost taxpayers at least $8 billion. Trump also said,
"I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called trumprx.gov." And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
TrumpRx is a website, and it's not much more than a website that sends consumers to other websites where they can purchase drugs for cash. Unfortunately, if you have insurance, you are probably going to pay more through TrumpRx than you would with your insurance for most drugs. And if you don't have insurance, you're likely to find that the prices are still pretty high. TrumpRx is also small. Right now it's selling just 43 drugs out of 20,000 approved by the Food and Drug Administration. These are older drugs with a median age of 26 years, and about half the drugs are available for a lot less money as generics from other direct-to-consumer sources. So you're better off talking to your pharmacist. If you go to TrumpRx, you might actually wind up paying more money for the same prescription drugs. Trump talks tough, but we think he's actually trying to protect drug makers from calls for greater change. There is a path to affordability in the United States, and it runs through being tough on big pharma. We need drug price negotiations that cover many more drugs with no delay for all payers, and we can do it if we work together.